Eleanor.
Yes. I speak with Eleanor at least once a day. Not that there's anything much to say. It's more just...
Oh! Oh. Spilled coffee. Another achievement. These interesting achievements. Doug. Oh no. Doug and Eleanor. Eleanor, Doug. There we go. What else? What else? Bodies. There we go.
If one of us got hurt, the other one would have to be hurt too. A grazed knee, a bruise. When I lost my tooth first, we had to pull out Hannah's to match. Once, I slept with a boy who was seeing another girl. The girlfriend came up to Hannah the next day and punched her in the face. Gave her a huge black eye.
So you both had to have a black eye.
That night, she had to do the same to me. And she almost went too far. I couldn't see out of that eye for days. She snapped a frozen piece up for me from the kitchen.
I thought she didn't know about her sister, though. That's the only thing I don't
So much of our
understand.
bodies were synchronized anyway. We started
It sounds
on the
like...
same day. All our childhood diseases, stomach bugs, nits.
See, this is why I'm confused. This is why I originally thought there were triplets, because achievement unlocked Detective Sergeant. I don't know what that means. Because it sounds like one of the girls said she didn't know about this other sister. But it sounds like they knew each other. They definitely knew each other and grew up together. So it's like, really? It sounded like they knew it. They were aware of each other. So that's a part of this whole thing that I just find really confusing. Body.
The bruise. I have a really fast metabolism, so stuff like that just comes and goes. I don't know if there's much more that I can tell you that I haven't already told the other policemen. I found the body. His body. It didn't look real. And his throat.
Was slashed?
It looked like his throat had been cut.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't see his glasses. He has these thick glasses. He doesn't always wear.
So was he not poisoned? Oh, I think the couple was poisoned. Okay, the couple was poisoned. The parents. Oh, because she said her parents died. So Hannah's parents died, and they were poisoned because somehow they were poisoned. Did Eve kill her parents? Okay, so Simon didn't die from the poison. Simon died from a cut in his neck. But they had that argument with Hannah where she cut him in the throat.
I tried to get pregnant too, but it didn't happen. I slept with so many boys, men. My body refused. I think my period stopped because hers had. I was prettier. I mean, how could we stay the same now? I felt like Hannah had really fucked things up. Set us down separate paths.
Because they were supposed to do the same things.
Different.
Right, they had become different. Interesting. So she really wanted to be the same, and it feels like Hannah kind of wanted to be different. Eve wanted to be the same. Throat.
In his throat. How? Like I said before, it was 3, something like that. I walked in, saw Simon.
Mm-hmm.
He was on the floor of the living room. His throat had been cut.
Yeah.
There was a lot of blood. Yeah, he was dead.
Cut. Dead.
Yeah. They'd gone to bed feeling ill, thinking it was flu or something.
Right, the sickness.
Called me. I had to use my key to let them in. We found them dead in their bed.
Right, the two people who died.
And they'd been there for
I think
days.
our parents.
No one had noticed. Just awful. It was so soon after my miscarriage.
Right, because her parents died.
In the worst year of my life.
After
I've been so happy to
her
get married, and
miscarriage.
after that it was just like, fuck.
Yeah. I remember her saying
That's all
that.
that matters really, the baby. Simon's dead, but the baby, that's how he will live on.
Right.
Our baby.
Hannah's baby and Eve had a miscarriage.
It was supposed to be a secret. Just because Simon is dead doesn't mean I have to give up all his secrets. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to Simon. No one murdered my husband because he cheated his expenses for a romantic weekend in Oxford.
Oxford. Secrets. I have a few more words. You keep picking up all these words. Oxford.
There was a conference, something to do with double glazing, in Oxford. Are you sure? What would he be doing in Oxford if there was no conference?
Mm-hmm.
I remember calling him. He said it was boring and he spent most of the time at the bar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's when he was having an affair. Secret. Ah.
When we weren't together, we'd send secret messages by tapping out a code that we'd learned from a book. The knock code. Something prisoners of war would use. We'd tap them out on radiator pipes or the attic floor.
Okay.
Dad thought we had mice. We couldn't find any. Bought a cat anyway.
That's really funny. Code. Ouija. They talked about the Ouija board. There we go.
When beautiful people died, we always felt like it was a sign. You remember Princess Grace? Grace Kelly? She died in a car crash the year before we met Simon. We used a Ouija board to speak to her, and that gave us the power to find him. That's what we thought then. That people who died tragically leave some kind of magic behind.
Well, they do like their fairy tales and stories.
We used to share dreams. We used to wake up and write them down in our diaries immediately and compare them.
How about Diana? How about princesses? How about... I don't know, I'm just kind of... Diary. Nice. I'm just putting out random words.
No, he doesn't keep a diary. That's my thing. I've kept one, well, as long as I can remember, since I was a girl. Helps make sense of my day. And when you're forced to put something into words, just gives you perspective. Everyone's on the same page. It just became our way of life. We would swap places and take it in turns to do things. And we were very careful. Whoever had been out that day would come back and write a detailed diary so that we were on the same page.
Oh.
We had a list of rules that said what we could and couldn't do in any given situation.
So complicated.
It was exhaustive.
We
lived a second life through those rules. Rules for things that could only ever happen inside our imaginations.
Wow.
We would consider all the permutations of future events.
Wow.
And agree rules to walk our way through them.
I mean, I'm getting closer to filling out the database, but man, I'm running out of words to search for. Ouija. What else? What else? How much time? Do we know, like, what time? Okay. Maybe if we had, like... I'm wondering if another event's supposed to pop up. I still am not sure why this thing isn't letting me type anything, but whatever. Can't put one under. This one has to stay on top, really? Really? Okay. Found. Find.
Sure, I think. I do all the bills and paperwork and handle all the money stuff, so it should be easy for me to find. Do you want them dropped off to you? Thanks. Please find Simon. I love him so much.
Find Simon, so he's missing at this point? So, this is back before, this is when he was this is when he was missing, and then she later finds him dead.
Yes, this is it. He made it himself. It was a special one-off. He made it and decorated it. That's his thing.
What is it?
Where did you find it?
I don't know what it is. Made what? Made...
From when I woke up. Okay. I woke up. Simon was already up and he made me birthday breakfast of Eggs Benedict. We both had to go to work, so we saved presents till later. I got to work, had some birthday cake, children sang me happy birthday, then I came home. The birthday meal was a takeaway, and Simon gave me his present, which I didn't mind. And after that, we talked about the baby. Turned into a big argument. Simon left. I was furious.
Argument over what?
I wanted to get as far away as I could and get some space to think. So I left.
It's interesting the things that you get when you're just typing in words randomly.
I thought it made me sound suspicious. It's not a normal thing to do, to drive to the other end of the country. I
to Glasgow.
Keep it simple. I know it was stupid not to tell you everything. Saying I spent the night in Glasgow when my husband went missing, I thought it would, distract you from what was important.
Who is she talking to?
It's different now. Now he's...
Oh, I thought of something. It's like when you're watching the videos, you think of the word, but then when you finish the video, you don't remember what the word was supposed to be. I wanted to search for I don't think it was Drive. It wasn't Drive. Oh, well, but I got something.
Like I said, I think I was popping out to get something, ran out of something, had to grab something. I sometimes.
Oh, I remember
drive
what it
too
was.
fast. If you want, you can arrest me for that. It's like I told you before, I drove. I took the car and drove. I don't have my own car, but I have a spare set of keys. I just drove north. I wanted to think, put some space between me and them. Everything I told you before is true. I stopped at Glasgow. I was tired, exhausted.
Wait, she was
I
at Glasgow
pulled out
also?
And I hit a car. My car was okay, but I was worried about the baby, so I went to A&E to get the okay. Everything was fine. Slept in the car. When I woke, I tried to call Hannah from a payphone. She wasn't answering. And then I decided to drive back. I had decided that she was more important to me than Simon.
Birthday was what I wanted to look up, but let me look up this up first. Then I'll look up
I
birthday.
think when I drove back, it was about 8 or something. And I got back to the house about 3.
Got to the house around 3. Here's birthday, more about her birthday.
Yes, that's my birthday. Not one of the big ones, but I guess you can see that.
9 entries on birthday.
It was my birthday, like you said. We were going to have a meal at home. We had our meal. He gave me his present. I guess I didn't like the present.
It was the mirror, right?
Well, a week or so ago. It would have been the Saturday before my birthday. You know, I get like that on the weekends, have a lie-in, then want to get up and blitz the house.
Birthday, but there's only 5 out of 9, so I'm only seeing half of them. Gift. Mirror. Glass. Here we go.
Look, on his clothes, that would make sense. He made it by hand. I mean, he brushes the silver onto the glass. That's not how they make mirrors these days.
Right.
And he made the mirror,
He made the mirror.
and he gave it to me.
Slash. Die. Death. Funeral.
Yes, it was a cremation for the best. We both wore black and had veils, so it was easy. And after the funeral, everyone came back to the house. Hannah served up sandwiches, and I stayed out of sight.
Which funeral? I'm wondering you're talking about. Cremation? Cremate. Okay. What else can we look up? Detective? Here we go.
No, it's okay. The other detective has just gone to get me one.
The other detective.
Must think it's very cool that their dad is a police detective.
Police.
When will the police let me back in the house? They let me take a bag of clothes with me, but
7 entries. House. Or hose. House. Ooh. Lots of... 19 entries for house.
sure, Yes, of course, if that would help. Will you phone the house to let me know when you want to come round? Then I can make sure that I'm there. He has a wallet, a huge, silly thing, leather, real leather, I think. He packs it full of stuff, business cards, receipts, lottery tickets. He always carries it in his back pocket. I think that's why he's got a bad back. Offsets the discs. I haven't seen it, so he must
in
have
his
it
back.
on him. He always takes it out of his back pocket before when he comes in, if he's in the house.
How about this one?
I wasn't in the house.
Witness. No. Database checker. So do I win the game by filling up everything? This is tough. This would be a very hard game to beat if that's the case. Like having to think of every word, like the, an. 17 entries for Anne.
Yeah, when I was at school. I worked part-time in the front shop. It was sort of an extended family thing. My dad used to work there, my mum worked there before I was born. I took care of paperwork, filing, typing out invoices, that kind of thing. It was a good job for a girl back then. I didn't work a till or anything, though. I was quite shy, so I wouldn't have liked to have worked a till.
How about, yeah, 137 entries found. 271 entries. Goodness gravy. Oh, this is gonna be a lot. The. How many results were for the? Oh my goodness, look at this. The, 164. Okay. Me. You. Blame. I'm just doing random things now. Diane again? Midwife. No, not me wife. Midwife. Cry. Call.
I would have been a good mother. I was young, but I would have been a good mother. She was a girl, by the way, the baby. We were going to call her Sarah.
Sarah.
Simon wanted to call her Ava after his nana, but I didn't want her to have a symmetrical name.
Oh. Interesting. Sarah. Oops. Sarah. Fairy tale. Story.
Yes, like a story. A beginning, a middle, and an end.
That's what it would be.
Well, she wasn't my real mother, but she raised me. Do you want to hear the story? It's a real-life fairy tale.
That's when she was talking about it. Mm-hmm. Mother.
Okay. There's a girl and she's staring out of the window. She's sad.
Mm-hmm.
She's trapped. She's here.
Yeah, this is what happened to her
She's
sister.
looking out the window because her mother won't let her out.
Yeah. Mom. Father. Parents.
Then my parents died. It was the worst year of my life. A miscarriage and then my parents.
Peace. Scratch. Stab. Blood.
Okay. I've given blood before. Do you need to take that for your records?
Okay.
Nothing like this has ever happened to me before. Blood. It's probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
And last one for blood.
She was sat behind him. She had my wig on.
Right, this wig
She'd been
again.
there all day.
I'm going to search for the wig again.
And she had blood on her. And she was in shock.
Wig. Scared. Scary. Went. There we go, went.
No, he was as shy as me. I asked a friend to ask him out for me. We had our first date at the Odeon in North End. We went to see Risky Business. I had on my one best dress. Simon paid. He bought me a whisper, and I was worried about getting chocolate on my teeth. Oh God, I don't know. I mean, I guess The Rock. You've spoken to everyone there.
The Rock.
Someone must have seen where he went.
The Rock.
No. So many things could have gone wrong.
Somebody must have seen.
No, no one has been in the last few weeks. We had a plumber come in 3-4 weeks ago. Someone knew from The Rock.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're actually referring it to Dwayne Johnson or not, but enemy. That's not how you spell enemy, Hark. Enemies. Confused. Confusion. Awful. Terrible. No. Terrible. Discover. Let's see. Contains fitted. I'm not sure if there's anything else. Inverted commas. Yes, I was there. I'm just gonna do robbery. Unfaithful. There we go.
No, I have never been unfaithful. I've never cheated on Simon.
How about sneak? Invisible. Present. Date. First.
Was he my first? No need to be so coy. No, he wasn't my first. That would have been Carl.
Carl?
He was a local boy in a band. He was a bit of a shit. But he was sexy. We were 15.